save this city.
What the heck is that face? What is that face? Hello, hello? Okay, SpongeBob. Hello, everyone. Welcome to SpongeBob vs Aquaman. Okay, so I only have one thing to say. SpongeBob has a pencil that can literally erase things. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's good enough. But who knows? Here we go. Honestly, I should probably watch SpongeBob again.
Aquaman, the thoracic third wheel of the Super Friends.
Funny enough, I've actually watched zero things about Aquaman except for the movies. The real life ones, by the way.
Seas are home to any number of terrifying, awe-inspiring creatures.
They're also home to these two losers. Though when it comes to cartoon characters, there's always more hidden beneath the
What
waves.
the heck?
That's right, we're prioritizing the
I do not remember that episode.
Maximum Toon Force shenanigans. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. The year was 1946.
What the heck?
The former allies of World War II were
Where are we
engaged
learning
in
about
a Cold
bombs?
War between capitalist West and communist East.
The United States changed history forever with the introduction of the atomic bomb, a weapon of unparalleled nuclear
Alright, I forgot about the
One of their
SpongeBob
most
lore.
popular test spots, the site of 23 separate detonations over the course of 12 years for a total fission yield of 42.2 megatons, was Bikini Atoll in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
The results were ecological devastation and perhaps something more. Deep beneath the atoll, the fauna began to change. They evolved, becoming sentient, forming language, technology, and society. This Bikini Bottom
Imagine this actually
rise
happened,
into
though.
a monarchy under the god king Neptune.
Oh
It developed
my
a
goodness.
free market
I
economy
wonder who.
and a thriving
Wait,
artistic
I just thought
culture.
about it. How did
Even
they
the
get that clip?
simplest underwater creatures became capable
Wait a
of complex
minute.
thought, including the very first multicellular organism to be categorized as part of the animal kingdom, the sea sponge.
And one sponge in particular, the greatest among them, lives in a pineapple under the sea. Oh!
SpongeBob SquarePants.
No, I wanted to sing the song.
I don't know about greatest. SpongeBob may headline one of the most
He's
popular
36?
children's cartoons of all time, but he's a total
I'm not gonna lie, I
dork.
thought he was like in his
He's a
20s.
painfully naive man-child whose only ambition in life is to continue his minimum wage job as a fry cook at the Krusty Krab.
Really sounding like a Squidward there, Wiz. And no one wants to be a Squidward. Sponge Robert might not have the flashiest life, but he's happy. And that's what matters, ain't it?
Not in Death Battle, it doesn't. SpongeBob is routinely physically incapable of even the most basic tasks. Almost like...
You know, if I was allowed, I would probably
He's
react to
the swimmer
SpongeBob
town,
again.
like the time
Like
he
on the
failed
channel.
to lift a glass of lemonade, or the
That
time
is
a
so
school
cursed.
bully
Why?
gave him
Just why?
diarrhea, or the time he
Why does my
effortlessly
man,
rotated the entire
you know, have
planet?
that?
Huh.
Oh, we're in for some now, aren't we? Despite being a real sea creature, SpongeBob is more like a kitchen sponge. Absorbent and yellow and porous is he after all. He can stretch.
Isn't like his only weakness just being like dried up? So basically any other, you know, underwater creature's weakness.
And absorb immense amounts of liquid. Wouldn't he always be full though?
But there's the
From an
problem.
entire lagoon
Aquaman.
to-
My
Oh,
man
God.
literally has
Enough
Aqua in the
water
name.
to replace the moon?
Oh, and for some reason he has an insane healing factor. He survived being torn in half, vaporized, having his soul removed from his body, and literally being unraveled out of existence.
Patrick just
Okay,
casually
I
kills
think
his
we're
friend.
good. We can just
Wow.
hand the rundown here.
No. I need to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Perhaps his most mind-bending ability is his control over bubbles. No, stay
Bubbles.
with me. This is unbelievable. Like a soapy green lantern ring, his bubbles can become anything he wishes. From guided cruise
Wait.
missiles to
Okay, can somebody please remind me what that SpongeBob game was? There was a SpongeBob game where there's like a giant robot Patrick.
which can draw anything he wants into existence and erase it from reality just as easily. The pencil was so powerful, SpongeBob
Wait, what is he
sent
drawing?
it back to the surface where it belonged. But in later seasons, he still just has it for some reason.
And finished. I call him Doodle Whiz. Whiz, he's just like you, but I made him with a pencil.
I don't know what he's saying, but I agree. Oh my goodness.
Even the mundane becomes godlike.
Is he
in
okay?
SpongeBob's yellow hands, like his reef blower.
You know what?
which
Never
will
mind, I
grab
don't
the
agree.
entirety of Earth's ocean oceans in seconds and then exploded on top of SpongeBob all at once.
It's estimated the entire mass of Earth's oceans is about
Okay, so he's talking again. I'm going to assume that's him and not Doodle Bob learning English. Or I guess it would be Doodle, you know, Wiz.
Kinetic energy of over 6,000 Yoda tons.
That's enough energy to nuke Jupiter 13 times over. And
My goodness.
SpongeBob was completely unharmed.
His hydrodynamic spatula isn't just an impromptu bladed weapon, it's also his primary instrument to create the greatest foodstuff Bikini Bottom has ever seen. The Krabby Patty.
A burger so delicious, it's basically magic. Not only is it totally addictive, SpongeBob was romantically attracted to one. It can
What?
nullify mind control, heal wounds, and even
Will it?
detonate.
He really
SpongeBob
does love that
survived
Krabby
nukes
Patty.
Point blank. Hugged his best friend Patrick so hard their DNA fused, can
What
ride
the
on the
heck?
scene transitions.
He
and once
fused.
cried so hard he flooded Bikini Bottom, even though it's already underwater. He once grabbed a hold of this mysterious string and unraveled the entire universe.
He did
literally
what?
undid the fabric of reality.
Wait, why is
seconds.
Aquaman fighting this guy
What the
again?
What was that you were saying about anti-Toon Force?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not sure
no.
I've ever misjudged a character as severely as
Oh no.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Nice character arc there, Wiz. Unfortunately for Roberto, the rest of the town only saw the goofy goober on the outside. It took more than one adventure to prove himself to be a real hero. You think he ever banged that squirrel?
He's crushed Plankton's
What?
Plan Z.
What are
won the
these
Battle of
questions?
Bikini Bottom against an army of killer robots, and even teamed up with fellow Nickelodeon stars Timmy Turner, Jimmy Neutron, and Danny Phantom.
I
to
love that.
save the
Wanna see him do it
Nicktoons
again?
multiverse.
His biggest weakness is that he's
That was such a bad
giant,
impression. I'm so sorry.
suicidally naive idiot.
And depending on the humidity of the atmosphere around him, being out of the water can dehydrate and permanently
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
incapacitate him.
Oh,
SpongeBob has
also
some
seasonal
very
rise.
interesting
Those
episodes.
First 3 seasons are pure gold, but after that, oh boy, there's this one episode called Squid
Oh
Baby.
my
where
goodness, he's
Squidward gets
naked.
brain damage into a giant baby and himself on screen.
What are you talking
What am I
about?
looking at?
Oh, right. Trials and tribulations and Hasselhoffs aside, it wasn't until SpongeBob accepted himself for who he was that he was rewarded with the greatest boon of all, middle management.
So if nautical nonsense be something you wish, then
Okay, be
praise
honest with
your
me. How
yellow
long do you think
chorus
you could
god
last
for
if you were in a
mercy,
room
because his
like this?
whimsical laughter is the last
Honestly, I'd probably
thing
only
you'll
last an
ever
hour.
hear.
After seeing SpongeBob's face for an hour, I'd probably lose my mind.
Aquaman, king of the seven seas.
We've covered Arthur Curry on the show before, and he's actually secretly awesome.
That's right, Boomstick. But the version we're dealing with today is from the bargain bin cartoons from the 60s and 70s.
Now, you might assume that means this Aquaman is a total loser, but
He can
really,
fly on fish?
Have you watched all those cartoons?
My goodness.
Remember, this is from the era when Superman was sneezing solar systems apart. So, get
My
ready.
goodness, manga
Art's
characters really are
origin
broken.
is basically the same as the Silver Age comics. Tom Curry was a humble lighthouse keeper who decided one day to fuck a fish.
He did not do that. He
What the heck?
procreated with Atlanta, an Atlantean from the underwater city of Poseidonus, and from their union, Arthur Curry
Yeah,
was
when you
born
think about it, some of these
magnificent
DC characters
aquatic
are,
abilities.
And he's the
Very
king
interesting.
of Atlantis, too.
Oh, wait, no. It says here that was introduced in the comics later. Here he's just some guy with magnificent aquatic abilities and a giant mutant seahorse that neighs just like a land horse.
This Aquaman comes from a time when everybody who's anybody had their own secret cave with assorted gadgets. He's got an underwater jet ski, a net, octopus ink, a water pistol, and a portable heat ray to blast right through solid ice.
Wait, he has a heat
Not
ray?
exactly mind-blowing, but, you know, I'm sure we're ramping up.
We sure are. Aquaman's
You know what? I'm not gonna
hybrid
question it.
human Atlantean biology grants him superhuman strength and the ability to breathe underwater indefinitely and withstand the crushing depths.
You know
of
what?
the
That would actually be
ocean
fun,
floor.
playing golf in the water.
Pressure at the bottom of the Mariana Trench is 16,000 pounds per square inch. That's like being stepped on by 100 elephants. Which is a lot, I guess.
Aquaman is also an incredible swimmer, able to travel from Florida to Maine in under an hour. That's almost twice the speed of sound. He can create water balls and whirlpools out of thin water, and fittingly, water-based attacks are completely ineffective against him. And of course, you can't forget his aquatic telepathy.
He can talk to fish, and he can even control people's minds and give them seizures, right?
Oh, actually, that second part is also just from the comics. Cartoon Aquaman can talk to fish, which is awesome. His telepathy can reach several miles, summon hundreds of sea creatures at once, and works on anything from microscopic organisms to alien life, as long as it's
Wait, can he control
alien
SpongeBob?
life, of course.
But he can still mind control them, right?
Kind of. He can free them from mind control and even influence their emotional state to some degree, but besides that,
I mean,
there
if he
have been
can
times when
control
sea creatures have
SpongeBob,
just
then maybe. But
ignored his commands
I feel like
outright.
SpongeBob's the type of character who wouldn't care.
You haven't said
I feel like if
anything
you mind control him, he would
remotely
literally does not
mind-blowing
care.
yet. Does this Aquaman actually suck?
Hold your seahorses. Aquaman's exploits were so world-renowned, he banded together with Earth's mightiest heroes to form a team capable of defending the planet, nay,
Wait,
the universe. From
if he mind
any
controls
threat.
Mr. Krabs,
The Super
he can make him fire
Friends.
SpongeBob.
The Super Friends. They're like the dime store knockoff
Wait
version
a
of the
minute,
Justice
he does
League.
have a chance.
No, you've got heavy hitters like Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman,
Keep going.
Flash, Green Lantern,
Uh-huh.
Apache Chief, Samurai, Black Vulcan, the Wonder Twins, and their pet monkey Gleek.
Wiz, stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
No, wait, his best direct strength feat was when he, moved some trash. About 50 metric tons of it.
The jokes write themselves, huh? Fun fact, Aquaman once enrolled in an American college under the name Mr. Waterman. So we're working with a pretty hefty IQ here,
I
huh?
don't know why I find that funny.
So he's lame, inarguably completely lame. I was convinced I'd find some crazy, insane Popeye punching out the animator feat somewhere, but no, he sucks. He actually sucks. His best feat is literally garbage.
I'll take over from here, Wiz.
So, like, is this like the
is a bit
Aquaman
of a
bully
joke, sure,
episode?
But he's not completely useless. He's dodged laser beams, defeated a living Titanic by luring it into an iceberg, seriously, and beaten this water elemental Undyne, who looks like a gorilla for some reason, by summoning seagulls to pelt her with clamshells. He once even outswam this Kryptonian pterodactyl monster, Rokan, who flew from the edge of the galaxy
Wait.
to Earth in about 15
Did he see
seconds.
Rodan?
Wait,
Like from
really?
Godzilla?
Okay, now we're talking. That'd be over 55 billion
Wait a
times
minute.
the speed of
Rokan, who flew from the
Okay,
edge
no.
of the galaxy to Earth in about
You know, it's
15
very weird
seconds.
how, you know,
Wait, really?
conveniently close
now
their
we're
names are.
talking. That'd be over 55 billion times the speed of light. And Aquaman's swimming clearly outmatched that. It doesn't matter if it looks lame.
You get one, buddy.
And hey, he could probably kick your ass, person that's watching at home, so that's something.
Well, not if he's on dry land. If he's out of the water for even 1 hour, he dies. Never mind.
There's
person
no
watching
way.
at home, just,
What is going on with this guy?
Stomp on his corpse.
But
Even
is
I could
raw
beat him.
Power really what makes someone a hero, or is it the drive to help others, to be of service, to sacrifice? That's what a hero is to me, and I'd say Aquaman's got as much of that as there are drops of water in the ocean.
He's about to die.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Honestly, I feel like the only way Aquaman could win is if he mind controls Mr. Krabs and tells him to fire
It's
SpongeBob.
time for Aquaman's funeral!
No. I feel so bad for Aquaman. Well, here we go.
Mermaid Man? Wait a second, you're not Mermaid Man.
The name's Aquaman, evildoer.
Evildoer? I'm a hero.
I saved this city.
What the heck is that face? What is that
There's only
face?
one real hero here, fiend.
Okay, this feels like it's gonna be one of those funny ones.
A super friend.
You see, sir,
It is.
I'm the
It
sea
definitely
sponge.
is.
Phylum Porifera. And you
Is my man even gonna get one good punch? Well then.
How about a little karate, Waterman?
Imagine he gets one-shotted.
Aquaman. Of course, he's a sea creature, and as the king of the seas, he's mine.
I know it. He literally just doesn't care.
I wasn't just reaching out to you, Sponge. Let him have it, chums!
Can they technically electrocute the water out of him? Oh, never mind.
Tune!
Get a load of this, Seaman!
It's up! Whoa, whoa!
Oh.
Water powers fading. Is there nothing I could do?
Okay, never mind. I don't think he's gonna somehow mind control Mr. Krabs.
A multiverse of Aquaman. And out of all of them,
Oh, so is there an explanation why you can see the other Aquamans?
lamest fucking one!
Not the SpongeBob music.
I'm a ripoff. A joke.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for this guy. He's literally being bullied right now.
People used to say the same kind of things about me. Goofball, wingnut, knucklehead McSpazatron. But every day, I get back up and say 2 words. I'm ready.
Well, one time where he can technically
May the
attack
best
him, he
hero
does that.
win.
Doodle Bob!
What?
Oh no. Wait, what did he just make? Oh.
The other side of the universe.
I love that. Oh, I'm so happy I grew up with SpongeBob, or else I would probably have no idea what these references are.
I'll prove it to you. I'll be a real superhero.
Okay, the music?
I have been sleeping.
Oh, well, rip Bikini Bottom.
Cry, Sponge.
No.
Let's be super.
No. Not Death Battle actually making me feel something. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that's adorable. He was number 1. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all saw this coming. But I'm not gonna lie, I really do love this. They were basically just having fun.
This was an incredibly close fight.
Also, by the way, this scene right here was really cool.
Gotcha! Obviously, Aquaman didn't have a snowball's chance in hell in defeating this little spongy bastich.
Where do we even start? With his bubbles and magic pencils, SpongeBob could basically do anything he wanted. There was no way Aquaman wouldn't get totally overwhelmed, especially with his much more limited arsenal. I can't think of a more lopsided matchup than someone whose main attack is throwing water against a sentient sea sponge.
Aquaman's only potential option was his telepathy, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot, right. SpongeBob could technically take all the water and he could probably just be okay because he literally has the water in him.
Even if it was straight up mind control, SpongeBob's Krabby Patties straight up.
But still, though, I feel like if he
canceled
hired Mr. Krabs, well,
Aquaman had could overcome Bob's utterly broken regeneration.
I forgot about that episode. But if he actually mind controlled Mr. Krabs and told him he's fired, I feel like that would make SpongeBob not want to fight. And then, like, yeah, he doesn't beat him, but he basically forfeits.
Against Bob's squishy body.
Maybe Aquaman could have found a way to dehydrate SpongeBob enough to keep him permanently incapacitated, like when he and Patrick were trapped in Shell City.
But that would require the fight to take place out of the water, which messes Aquaman up way harder than it does SpongeBob. And it also require the fight doesn't instantly end up with SpongeBob karate chopping Aquaman at 10 shit zillion times the speed of light, splattering his atoms against Saturn. Cause, yeah, remember when SpongeBob unraveled the universe? Considering the...
No, I'm sorry, I need to do this one. This is
Oh, he just straight up
insane.
killed a man.
Compared to SpongeBob's size, the string's width is about 192 micrometers. We can use that to find the volume of, say, 1 meter of string, and compare that to the volume of the entire observable universe. Considering it took SpongeBob about 5 seconds, he would have had to be pulling at 8.2 times 10 to the 78th power times faster than light.
That's as many
Ooh,
times
Magnus.
faster than light as there are atoms in the universe.
This is the fastest calculable speed feat in our show's history. And it belongs to SpongeBob SquarePants.
But do you think he could take on comic book Aquaman?
Have you been listening to anything I've been saying?
Good point. Because let's not forget,
Of course I didn't forget.
that string feat also destroyed the entire universe. And stuff like that is actually consistent.
SpongeBob is literally aware of the fourth wall and has rewritten the plot of his own story as he's living it. screw the pencil or the bubbles. He can just will whatever he wants into existence from his imagination. He's a god, a yellow, spongy god of death.
And that's why
He became the
beats
moon?
Goku.
At least Arthur finally got to be a real hero. And at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, sure, whatever, pal. He's dead. Too bad for the King of the Seas. That sure was one sweet victory.
The winner is SpongeBob SquarePants, our god. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into the next matchup next
I mean,
week.
to be honest with you, I
But
don't
can
really
always
have that
get
much more to say.
Disco right now by clicking one of those boxes right over there and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
I'm not gonna lie, I really do like that this one's kind of like the Vegeta one, where it was like, you know, pixelated, but every now and then there was like some 3D shots. Oh no, I just thought about it. Imagine this was 3D models. Oh no, that would be the most cursed thing ever. Never mind, thank goodness they didn't do that. If Aquaman managed to, you know, mind control Mr. Krabs and told him to say to SpongeBob, "You're fired," do you guys think he would just, you know, leave because, you know, his spirit is basically broken? SpongeBob would just give him a Krabby Patty. Oh, I'm dumb. Nope, nope, never mind. There's the only way he could have won is that he stole the pencil and just erased them. Never mind, never mind. There is I mean, maybe who knows? Would SpongeBob believe Mr. Krabs, or do you think he would suspect that he's, you know, mind controlled? Never mind. There's the real question. Do you guys think it would work out, or do you think, you know, SpongeBob would be able to figure out, you know, that's not actually him speaking? Who knows? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you guys next time. Have an amazing rest of your day. Goodbye.